At some point in your life, Jesus stopped and he offered you salvation and you took that gift. And my question is, how has your life changed as a consequence?
Well, if you would have asked me, I would have told you that I was a Christian when I was like 15 years old. It wasn't until I was about 21, 22 years old that I really tried to honestly give my life up to Christ. I was involved like the normal party scene, getting drunk every weekend, smoking weed, not being pure physically. I was just not living the life that we're called to live as believers and followers of Christ. At the same time I was doing all this stuff, I was saying that I was a Christian. And so that's the worst thing I could have done. And I'm guessing that I turned off a lot of people from the Christian faith. It wasn't until I started working with the high schoolers at church that I really realized that I need to stop living for myself and living for Christ and others, and trying to look for their needs before mine. That's what God calls us to do, is love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind, and love others before yourself. Love your neighbor. And so when I really tried to start doing that, honestly put an effort forth to do that, then I think that that's when God really started changing my life and changing my view on others and just how I need to live. And I don't know how much time I have here, but in the time that I do have, I need to do the best that I can with what God has gifted me with to help others, not myself. And so that's when I think God really changed my life, and I really accepted that gift of salvation.
When Christ stopped in your life, how did your life change?
So my mom married my stepdad, and so it was a lot of bitterness between us because in my viewpoint he was stealing my mom away from me and all that jazz. When Christ came, I had to learn to accept him and accept my the fact that there was another person in my life now that had to be my guardian, and it was just accepting and getting rid of bitterness, which was a little bit of a rough situation.
When I was younger, my view of family was have to have the typical American family. Every family has to be perfect. My mom got divorced when I was 1, and I guess I kind of grew up with bitterness just because I never knew my stepdad and or my real dad, but now I have a stepdad and we don't get along at all. So I kind of have this hate towards him. And when I actually became a Christian, it was just this peace. Why do you hate so much? Why are you angry? You have so many things that other children don't have, and you should be thankful. And I wasn't thanking him at all. And now I just have this sense of gratitude, and now I can go throughout a day and just be you know what, my life's not perfect, but it's the little things in life that kind of make a good one. It's what you appreciate out of God.
Christ stopped, and I learned how to look past people, their outward appearances.
Christ stopped and brought peace to my life.